ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another Let's Play. This time, the alternative team for Sonic Classic Heroes is the name of the ROM hack. I did this ROM, well, at the time it was recording, earlier this year. By the time it gets uploaded, last year. So, you can tell how much of a close difference we are to the end of 2019. But I did mention I would do a Team Chaotix playthrough of this, and the same rules apply as I did for Sonic. All 7 Chaos Emeralds, all 7 Soul Emeralds, which are basically the Sonic 2 special stages. Once that's all taken care of, we become Super. You know the deal from there. We go through all of the Sonic stages from both Sonic the Hedgehog's 1 and 2 on the Genesis. And ladies and gentlemen, I hope you are a fan of special stages because in this episode, this very first episode, it is Special Stage Paradise. We go through a lot of the special stages in this one, trying to nab all of the Chaos Emeralds early on. The ring quota here appears to be set for that of multiplayer. So if you had both characters on your team as opposed to playing as one single person on the screen, the ring quotas are different. And as you can see here, we got Espio, Vector, and Charmy in the special stage with their own custom special stage sprite, which I think is pretty cool. It's basically their chaotic sprites from the 32X. But I do love the attention to detail of the individual sprites in this one. And we got Charmy in the back, who, you know what, he takes a beating in this special stage. No, well, not in this special stage, but in the special stages to follow. He takes a hell of a beating because usually the third person on the back, you don't have enough time for the third person to react to obstacles in time. So usually like bombs or anything of the sort, the first two will jump over just fine, but the third one will indeed get hit. Guess who's behind? Everybody else. But we are done with the first special stage of Sonic 2 and obtained the first Soul Emerald. Unlike Sonic Team, if you do collect all of the Soul Emeralds, you do not gain the ability to go Super. You have to collect every single emerald, unlike in Sonic Team's case, because once you collected all the Chaos Emeralds, either set, whether you collected the Soul Emeralds or Chaos Emeralds first, you were still able to go through a Super transformation and then to a Hyper transformation after that. But here we are in the second special stage of Sonic 2. Not too difficult. And see here. There we go. Met the ring quota with Espio alone, so nothing too terrible there. Cool. 100 rings is the next quota for the second set. And Charmy takes a bump. $140, and we have 145 total, so we're actually 5 over quota. Yep. There you go. And you want to stay on the left or the right on this section. Do not be in the middle at all, otherwise a whole bunch of bombs are gonna ream you. Soul Emerald number 2. With a free guide to boot. There we go. So that's... Ooh! That is not a good sign. Remember, in order to obtain the Chaos Emeralds normally, you do need 50 rings at the end of the goal. Go without the 50 rings, the big ring doesn't show. Luckily though, there is an easy way to obtain the 50 rings here thanks to Espio and the shield power-ups of the elemental shields that show up in this game. So we're doing really good with that. And there we go, 46. We got more rings at the end that needs to go. And as long as I don't take a hit from here on through. There we go. Inside the ring we go. Act 1 complete. And just like how it would in Sonic 2, you gotta continue for every 10,000 points you score. You've seen this special stage once, you've seen it 1,000 times. You know how these special stages go. So for each special stage that does show up, I'll make sure to just keep my mouth shut from here on out. Use it as a guide, actually, for yourselves. If you're struggling with the Sonic special stages, one or with 2 especially, you can use it as a guide and see how it's done. Team Chaotix got a Chaos Emerald. In Act 2 of Green Hill Zone. And now we switch on over to Vector the Crocodile. Didn't really get into detail about the special abilities that the characters have. Vector, when you jump in midair, if you push the button again, he can dash in the direction that you want him to go. So like diagonal, left, right, up, down. If you are close enough to a wall when you do that though, he does clip onto the wall and you can actually climb up the wall like Knuckles. Thank you, game. Appreciate the fanfare. Espio has a spin attack, which is his normal spin attack. I never really did figure out what was the rest of his special power-up was. Charmy is broken as all hell, but first, another special stage. Special stage 3 for the Soul Emerald. With the 3rd Soul Emerald obtained, we continue our adventures through Green Hill Act 2. You won't find any more special stages from Sonic 2 in this act. But we are right near the end. Oh, just only needed 2 more rings for a free guy. Whoa, be careful. You do not want to miss that ring. Chaos Emerald number 2, and now in Green Hill Zone Act 3. Start off by grabbing the Invincibility, Fire Shield, and we need to be careful in this one because there are multiple star posts for the Sonic 2 special stages. And if you hit one that's more further ahead, guess what? You can't backtrack to a previous one that you hadn't touched because it'll already be lit. And that's just normal game programming. It's not special to this hack or anything like that. It's just normally how the game operates. There we go, 45. Do not want to cross that. Just cross back a little bit. 48, 49, 50. There we go. And another special stage to boot. A total of 6 emeralds so far. We are almost halfway through the emerald count needed for our super transformation. And I told you, this was a special stage frenzy, and here we are with another one. Another soul emerald underneath our belts. A free guide to boot. Halfway through the emerald count. 2 more soul emeralds to go. 2 more Sonic 2 special stages. 5 more Sonic 1 special stages. Continuing on Green Hill Zone Act 3. And we're not far away from another post either. But before, I will speak all about Charmy's ability as we go into the special stage here. Also, this will be the last special stage that we deal with for this episode. But with Charmy, I mentioned he breaks the game. For Charmy's moveset, you can move him back and forth. He doesn't necessarily jump, but you can hold direction, press down B or C. He flies up into the air, and if you hold down the button, he can actually goes into flight mode, and you can move him around that way. However, you can also, like Vector, keep pushing a button, and he'll go in multiple directions, and whatever he hits gets destroyed. He's great for Robotnik fights, great for getting through those pesky levels, which you will see later on, and so on and so forth. But let me just stop here and let the rest of Special Stage 6 play out for you guys. Until next time, too, I'd like to thank you guys for watching. Hope everyone out there has a fantabulous day. Love, peace, and chicken grease to all, and to all a good night.